Welcome to Pop Culture Friday. Today we are going to be drawing some pop culture icons from the 1990s. You can see here I'm just kind of blocking in the face of character number 1. Wanting to just block in big shapes at this point. Directions of the eyes, eyebrows, general expression.
Who's he?
If you haven't guessed by now, our subject here is Mike Myers and his character Wayne Campbell from Wayne's World.
My name is Wayne Campbell.
And wherever you have Wayne, you have Garth.
Okay, can I still be Garth?
And with Garth, he's got these big, thick glasses. Just key those in right from the get-go. And work on his goofy little smile. And his eyes just kind of peek right out of those glasses. Just goes to the very top there. His hair is also crazy. These wigs they had to use. Put in those strokes. Kind of just sprouts out right from the middle there. And we'll define that a little bit later. Garth's teeth just kind of peek out over that bottom lip there.
Did you ever find Bugs Bunny attractive when he put on a dress and play a girl bunny?
A little bit of shading. And I'll make his eyes a little bit more round. I'm going to take my lasso tool. I'm going to tilt this about just a little bit so we can make it just a little bit more silly. Capture some of that quirkiness of Garth. There we go. I like that.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Back to Mike Myers. He's got these eyebrows that are kind of angry eyebrows, even though his expression is more joyous than it is angry, I guess. Sketch in the hat there, and then block out some space for the Wayne's World type there. Finish that very last. This mouth is a lot of fun to draw here. And get the space in on the side of the teeth, darken that. That defines the area pretty well. And try our best to make it look like he's smiling rather than grimacing. shadow under the nose. And then add these more definition to these lines around the mouth here. Kind of got a square jaw. Do these Wayne Campbell bangs, nappy hair. Oh, overdid it there. That's a little better. So I'm just going to put in the final strokes here, and then you'll see we'll be able to take it to more of a dark, more final stroke. These are still just light practice sketches here. Finalize the brim of the hat. There we go. Like I said, this hair is pretty crazy. Kind of define the areas at the top of the forehead with the dark, peek out behind the hair there, and we'll darken the glasses. I think we're about ready to get started with some dark. Let's add this sideburn really quick. There we go, looks a little more smiley there with that line. Sweet. All right, a couple finishing touches. Make sure we know where we're going on Garth here. There we go. I recognize that goofy smile. And put in some of these wispy strands of hair. A t-shirt, flannel shirt. All right, I'm gonna drop that layer just about 50% visibility.
Swing, swing.
You'll still be able to see it, but then we'll just over the top go really dark with a darker color here. This will be the final line. When I'm doing hair, I'm just kind of putting it in the direction of the hair. I'm not doing every single individual hair. These tiny little slits for eyes make it easy to do eyes. Go. Again, the corners of the mouth for me really help define that, whether it's a smile or the look on their face, the emotion. So we'll shade in, kind of define that area of the teeth. It's looking pretty good for now. Bottom lip. All right. Like mine's got some dimples there. Let's create that with these lines. There we go. We'll shade down the neck there. Make his face stand out. And you see I just kind of bounce around the illustration. You know, if I'm trying to figure something out and I've got some ideas, I quickly go put those into action. If not, maybe I go just work on the hair. pretty self-explanatory. And I'll figure some of that other stuff out later. And now to Garth. Let's get those glasses. There we are. Your baby little eyes. Right on. His whole face kind of curves to the one side. You see the nose just curves down just to the left just a little bit, and his chin's really off center, making that curious expression on his face, which makes it pretty goofy. Go. The mouth. And we'll define this area where his teeth just kind of peek out right over his bottom lip. There we go. Looks a little rabbit-like right now, but I'm gonna leave it, just see how it goes. I'm gonna shade this area below his lip. And just do some quick hashing. Now I wanna be careful not to make this look like a beard.
No way.
As long as I'm consistent, it should be okay. These things should look like shadows. See, I'm on this shadow kick, and I just started from Garth's face over to Wayne's, just because I'm in the groove of creating shadows with these little hash mark lines. And here we go. Back to Garth. Shading below his chin, and we'll attack that hair. I'm gonna make it kind of thin and wispy. And then darken it right where these transitions are, the crown of the head where the hair is coming out. I see some dark spots there. Also underneath those bangs, there's a transition from forehead to hair where I see some darker spots. Add some plaid. Keep this wispy at the top here. Add more detail to these bangs. There we go. It's looking pretty good.
Okay, we're just about out of time, right?
Just a couple of final little areas where we'll do some shading. And for the big reveal, here we go. And that, my friends, is Wayne and Garth.